Just when you think you're getting the handle of things.
Freaking podcast.
The freaking podcast strikes with a vengeance.
So we've just kind of decided, I don't know if it's a permanent move, but we've moved into the main office.
It's way cooler in here.
It is.
There's only about a month where we can actually justify, maybe 2 months.
Yeah.
Actually being out there in the heat.
Very true. Very true. Adam, you look slim as ever. Continuing your diet. How many pounds are you down?
24 today.
24 pounds today.
Today.
And how long is that?
That is just a month and 3 or 4 days.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, almost a pound a day.
Almost a pound a day. It's pretty good. I've hopped on the train.
I know. You're there.
I've lost 16 pounds.
Yeah. You're doing good too?
Yeah, down 16. So
You're catching.
Whatever's happening.
Catching up.
I know. It's great stuff. Anyway, so we're back with the old Final Descent Outdoors podcast. And it's growing.
Oh, yeah?
It's growing.
Give me the report.
We are averaging around 700 downloads
700
every 28 days.
That's more than I thought.
It's happening. Like, it's kind of becoming a thing. Apparently, there's a few people out there that enjoy us.
Those poor people.
I know, right?
They've set their standards.
I got an
really
email.
down there.
I got an email from a guy who said, "Hey, been watching your shows for years. Started listening to the podcast, and it just makes me feel like I could, like I'm hanging out. Like I could legit hang out with Adam and Brad." And I'm like,
"That's all an act." Is that what you said?
Well, I said the standards are pretty high to actually get to hang out with us. You know what I mean? It's not It's not something that's just for everybody.
Yeah.
It's a pretty tight knit little circle.
Like McDonald's.
Like McDonald's.
It's not for everybody. Yet.
How many hamburgers they serve a day?
Something like 1 million.
It's like 1.7 million hamburgers.
Yeah.
No, it's more than that, dude. It's more than that.
I could eat 1.7 million hamburgers right now.
Yeah, me too. That sounds pretty good. That sounds really good.
Just
Eating a hamburger right now.
A big old cheeseburger.
Okay, can you imagine if we loaded up and went to Texoma Barbecue right now, just down the road from my house?
We would both eat like 2 ribs and be like,
I'm
stuck to the rafters.
I know, I can't eat anymore. What's the name of that? Why do we always talk about food? We're on a diet in every podcast.
That's the best time to talk about food, was when you can't have it. And you have to live vicariously through your conversation because you can't eat it.
What is that, the porter?
But you can. Is it called the porter?
I think it's called the porter.
Porter.
And
I think it's porter.
It's a giant baked potato.
I think they may take 2 baked potatoes and cut the ends off of them and like put them together.
I think they took some super breed of potato.
Yeah.
And
the Clydesdale of potato.
The Clydesdale of potato.
Yes.
This giant potato. Cut it in half. They fold that sucker open. Butter, sour cream. You've got brisket. You've got pulled pork,
sausage,
and
then they put a little rib right on top. And then they
put a rib on the very top of it,
just the tip top, like a cherry.
It's like it is. The rib is the cherry for the porter at Texoma Barbecue, just down the road from our house.
Legitimately, and I will. I don't care if you think I'm wrong. It's the best barbecue I've had in the state of Oklahoma.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
100%.
I agree with that.
It's the best barbecue I've had in the state of Oklahoma.
Yeah, and it's right by my house, and it's so delicious.
It is good, and we can't have any of it.
I know, and our names are both on the wall of fame.
On the Wall of Fame, we did sign it.
We have both been asked to sign the Wall of Fame at Texoma Barbecue.
I wonder if they
next to Sam
over
Bradford.
Yeah, it was fitting.
It was fitting. And
fitting.
Some news. There's been some local news anchors that also have signed it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, great stuff. Would you rather have a rib dinner right now from there, or would you rather have about 8 tacos from Little Knights right now?
I could probably do.
That's another place that's right by my house called Little Nights.
I could probably do both at this point, honestly. Like I
can tell you what Little Nights doesn't have: chorizo.
No, they have chorizo.
No, they always have chorizo.
They don't have. Oh my gosh, I'm blanking out. Come on, Espanol, come back to me. Carnitas.
They don't ever have the carnitas.
No, they don't.
That's right.
They don't. They can't get the meat.
I know.
Which
Super
is
weird.
Yeah, it's not. Is there a pork shortage at the moment?
I don't think so. I don't know what's going on with that. Shout out to our sponsors.
Yes.
All right.
Sponsors. Plural.
Well, I mean, the show has sponsors. They haven't all bled over into this. But Deer Camp Coffee for being our drink of choice. I'm rocking the old Fowler. I'm gonna throw out another one. I've got the old Fowler Dodge tumbler today that I'm drinking from. Enjoying my beverage. And we both are rocking some Final Descent outdoor gear today.
Got the flag on.
Oh, yeah. Faith Family Country shirt, which is one of my most popular shirts.
It is definitely the most popular.
It is. And this shirt was kind of on its way out, but I think we're going to revive it.
Going to bring it back.
We are, and it's a really cool. It's got deer antlers on it, and it says, all I need is faith, family, and maybe a few bucks. Get it? Bucks.
What do you... I don't... Oh, like a deer?
Money and a deer. All I need is a few bucks.
A few bucks.
Have you never realized that was the pun?
No, I did. I was being facetious.
Okay.
No.
Well, you did it well.
Good. That's acting skills.
You did well, buddy.
They're improving.
You did great. Great job. Anyway, there's a lot going on in our world right now.
There's too much for a podcast.
Yeah,
going on in our world right now.
I know, but the podcast is gaining some steam, so we can't back burner this baby. All right. We've been on a guest role.
We have.
We had our buddy George Moore was on, and then we had Brittany Jill.
Yeah,
which was
a
awesome.
Fun one.
That was a lot of fun. Brittany was great. Appreciate her coming on and sharing, talking about faith and hunting and her job and all that fun stuff.
And the difference, what did I say about the change?
Some change to make a change.
Be the change, or gosh, it's gone. See, this is why we record these things.
I know, so you can go back and watch that podcast.
TM.
Listen to it. Yeah.
TM.
Yeah. Anyway, she's got a really cool Venmo challenge that she does where she blesses servers. She's doing a thing. She just recently did a thing for school teachers going back to school, buying supplies for them, some cool stuff. And then we had our buddy Nick from Habit on.
Old Nicholas. We talked a lot about
Nick the Habit guy.
Nick the Habit guy.
Yep.
As he is now officially has the plaque on his desk.
I don't think that's any other name.
Yeah. Nick the Habit guy.
Nick the Habit guy. We got a lot of other people that we need to have on. I love when we can have in-studio guests.
Yeah.
It's my fave.
It's fun. I still want to get a round table so we can all sit here and so we don't have to sit here and break our necks looking at each other.
Pony up, old son. Pony up, old son.
Well, maybe we should start a Venmo challenge. Buy the Final Descent podcast studio a ghetto round table.
Maybe I can find somebody to sponsor it.
Yeah.
It's like $40 probably, a fold out.
What's a round table at Sam's cost nowadays?
That's what I said, probably $40.
Probably $40.
You think we can find somebody to sponsor $40 and the round table?
And we can
send us a message if you're interested in sponsoring it.
We could get their logo on the table. And
no, that cost a lot of money.
No, I meant we could
just print it off
and cut them out, and you put the paper together and tape the seams together. Do it on the cheap.
Okay. Or we just print it on some cardstock, fold it in half, and then it props up there, and we just have.
I'm thinking we've got a fourth angle. We could put a top down camera that's just for whatever items on the table that day.
Okay.
We come out with a new segment hey, today's discussion item, and then switch to top down angle.
Wow, this is getting advanced. We could do it because there's a rafter.
There is a rafter up there.
In both places, both locations for the podcast.
Both locations.
But we got a lot of stuff coming down for Full Strut Media. Obviously, we're still trying to wrap up season 11 of Final Descent Outdoors.
Yeah, it is in the process,
and it's getting close.
It's not far at all now.
No, we're
there, ish.
We're 3/4 of the way into that sucker. And it's been great. Episodes have been good, man. Been super pleased with it. Been great feedback off folks. And then Full Strut Media, our media company, has been swamped. We had a huge meeting today.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag there, but some cool stuff working with a huge company in the outdoor industry, doing some CG work. Doing
some video CG work. And then
for a new product coming out for 2022.
Yeah. And then wrapping up a few different websites.
Yeah, we got some websites. We've launched JTS Shotguns. Just did a ton of media work for them. And then Kings Rivers Tents, which we just had Nick on last week, and we talked about that.
That one's in the works as well.
And
right
then
now.
I brought you something. This is also something that is needed for an upcoming project for Full Strut Media.
So you're giving me work right now.
Yeah, I need you to finish opening this box.
Okay. See? Top down angle right now.
Yeah. You could do it. Mm-hmm.
See?
Mm-hmm.
See?
Open the package.
Okay.
I know for our people that are not watching on YouTube, what are you holding there, Adam? First off, you're holding a guy who has dislocated his pinky finger.
I'm holding a guy that is not happy with his current situation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm holding a, looks to be a ballistics gel hand.
It's a molded hand.
Hi. That...
It's a little disturbing.
I did not see that coming.
It was a little disturbing.
That is 100%. I mean,
that was shipped to me.
Oh. Hold on.
I didn't make it. I did. What's
shipped to you by Thorn Broadheads? That makes sense. It came from Andy, right?
It did. This is an Andy.
Okay, I'm not even
Andy project.
Not even surprised
pinky
anymore.
Can you come like the pinky? That sucker is.
Oh!
I mean, that thing hurts.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not in good shape. But they have another product besides making broadheads that is a part of their company.
I see where they're going with this.
Okay, now you know. So what they want us to do is they want us to take this molded hand, and they have a product called the bolt loader for a crossbow. So the scariest part of shooting a crossbow is loading the bolt in, right?
Yeah.
You got to put your hand down on the rail. The thing's cocked back. You're putting your hand down on the rail, sliding that arrow or that bolt down into the crossbow, and you always hear these horror stories of they going off and cutting people's fingers off,
fingernails.
And so the bolt loader is designed that it grips that and it puts it's like a pair of pliers in a sense that grabs a hold of the bolt, puts it in, can take it out. It can do a lot of it's got some cool other functions, but that's the primary gist of it.
Yeah.
And so they want to show what
the damage
happens
factor
when you don't get your finger out of the way when loading an arrow.
That's fun.
Or a bolt. And they want us to shoot that in slow-mo.
So whose hand is that?
I think this is it's too big to be Andy because Andy's not a big guy, right?
Maybe it's Heath's hand.
This is Heath's hand. I don't think Heath's finger's dislocated, though.
Heath
that works
might need
there.
to go to the hospital.
So we've got the hand, all right?
So that's a fun project.
That's going to be fun. We need to knock that out for them.
That's a fun project.
Rather quickly.
Yeah.
I think. And so add it to the list of things to do, Adam.
We'll put it on the list. Won't forget about that one. That's a unique.
I'm ready to check some things off the list because that pressure is just
the buildup
heavy.
of the pressure.
There's pressure upon me.
It's all been hitting it this week.
It really has been. I would say that my weight loss is less due to the diet and more because of stress. It's stress.
It's compounded upon itself.
It's compounded into just stress. So a lot going on with what we're doing. It is what it is.
It's just it's that time of year.
It's just busy. Yeah, and we're fixing to get after it, filming.
It's that time of year.
We are less than a month away from hopefully arrowing a New Mexico elk. You're going to be there with me. I got to go to Wyoming and try to shoot an antelope. And hopefully get all that done in the next month. So add that to the list of things that I have to do as well.
There we go.
Lots of travel. And it's good because, when non-COVID years, that 2019, the other side of things, I travel and speak. I speak at men's events and wild game dinners and men's conferences, things like that all over the country. And so, in 2019, I spoke 42 times across the country, all over the place, man. I mean, like I'll be on a Friday night in Bedford, Pennsylvania. Saturday night, I might be in, I don't know, wherever, right? So just another town, right? Somewhere, Fort Wayne, Indiana, right? So I'm just kind of bounce around the country, and I speak on the weekends at these events. And then COVID came, and in 2020, I spoke 13 times. In 2021, I spoke 4 times so far, traveling to these events, which is a huge part of our livelihood.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's kind of slowed way down. But I spoke in North Carolina recently. And then this weekend, coming up, I speak in Arkansas. And then the next weekend, I speak in Illinois. So that's actually kind of opening up, even though COVID's kind of back on the rise a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
There are events taking place, so I'm excited to do that. Getting emails about stuff. Got emailed about speaking at Elizabethtown, Pennsylvania this week in next March. So anyway, pretty exciting stuff. Good to see that some normality coming back, and just bury your head and get to work, man.
It's buried.
Yeah. Your son went back to school.
Hurley went back to school today.
First day.
And Josie went to her first day of pre-K.
Is that full day or half day?
Full day.
Full day. How do you think
pre-K.
that's going to go with the old honey badger?
Oh, the honey badger. Well, I'll tell you how it went this morning. We went to, Casey was super worried about Josie, like kind of having, freaking out, especially because they weren't letting parents come in at all. So I wasn't worried about Josie because she was like psyched, like she was pumped. And so Casey said, "Hey, Josie, make sure you stay with Hurley when you go in the front in the doors, and Hurley will help you get to your classroom." And so I kind of walked up to the glass so I could see where they go. Well, Hurley's sitting there talking to his buddies, and Josie, honey badger, she's gone.
Wow.
She goes in. She's like about to walk in the door before when Hurley realizes she's gone. He runs in, goes up to her to like either to give her a hug bye or to like help her into the classroom, and she gives him the old hand. she just and walks in, and he was just kind of like,
okay,
I
love it. Just rejected him
and just went in. So I'm sure she's probably had an amazing day, and I think both kids probably have had amazing. They both got incredible teachers this year.
Wellston Tigers.
Met them both, Wellston Tigers.
I love it.
And it's going to be good. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, it was a good first day. Casey stayed in the car and cried.
Oh, my gosh.
Because her babies are all grown up.
Her babies are grown up. Oh.
And maybe she knew she had to go home with Addie by herself the rest of the day.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. One more to go.
Yeah.
So, Adam, I thought we'd spend some of our time today. You
wrote down notes.
I wrote notes. We never take notes. Usually we just sit down and we just spitball. We banter.
Yeah.
But today I wrote some things down.
It makes me kind of want to throw a wrench in whatever you did.
Well, you definitely could, because this podcast is going to lie pretty heavy on you.
Okay.
All right.
Is this an investigative report?
No. Nothing like that. Well, kind of. Into some interests.
Okay.
All right. So what did you go to college for, Adam?
Which part of it?
Not playing cello, not playing whatever your dumb little roll of tape game was.
Well, I went to college to film at OSU, but they lied to me. They told me it was a film program.
Oklahoma State kind of sucks, man.
And there was not a film program.
I heard you admit it.
There was not a film program.
You just admitted.
That's fine.
Okay, you're an Oklahoma State fan.
I do like the Oklahoma States, but they did not.
The only thing that ever looked good in orange?
Huh.
Do you have any idea?
Huh.
The only thing that ever looked good in orange was the General Lee.
The Charger.
The 1969 Dodge Charger, the General Lee. That's the only thing that's ever looked
Whistling
good in
Dixie as it flies through the air.
That show's canceled now.
Oh, yeah.
It's
everything.
not on TV.
No culture.
Can't watch it anymore.
No,
I got the
anything.
whole Dukes of Hazzard DVD set.
So never canceled.
I used to have a 68 Charger that was Hugger orange.
Really? I thought it was
that?
black.
No.
Oh, it was
Hugger
orange? Oh.
Had a 440 in it.
For some reason, maybe I'm just hung up on the black
over.
truck that my brain deleted the red or the orange color.
Yeah. Had an 870 Street Avenger carb on it, 411 positive track rear end, steel crank. Baby, she wanted to go.
She liked to not be still.
And you know what was great about owning a 1968 Dodge Charger? Because I just carried liability insurance. Because I didn't drive it very much. I drove it around, town a little bit. You know how much it cost to insure it? Because it's viewed as a family sedan.
That's probably like $5.
It cost $61 every 6 months
That's
to
just
insure it. But here's the deal. Because it was a third car added to the policy, I got a $60 discount on my insurance.
$1.
It cost me $1 every 6 months.
$1. Make it holla.
I know. Isn't that great?
Yeah.
Anyway, so you went to film school. You started at Oklahoma State. Realized that it's not a great institution of learning.
Transferred to geology in there, and then realized that I was not capable of that.
Okay, right.
It was interesting, but I quickly realized that I was in over my head.
Yeah. Okay.
So transferred out of there to Oklahoma City University. OCU, where they did have a film production program.
Okay.
And learned under the guy who directed Children of the Corn and one of the guys, the producers of the Godfather series.
Okay.
So some good tutelage going on there.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of fun, really cool.
Got your degree in that.
Degree.
And here we are.
Got the
doing
degree.
A podcast in
a
30 by 40 shop building.
Allocating
in Guthrie,
that degree.
Oklahoma. Congratulations.
Swimmingly.
You really made you made it. You made it happen.
Summited Everest.
Look at the dream.
Yes.
Sit next to me.
Yeah.
Man. If you could go back and not go to that Taco Bueno that night, probably been one of the better decisions of your life. That is a lie. Come on now.
I don't know if not going to Taco Bueno is never a bad decision. I enjoy a Taco Bueno trip.
Here we go again. Food.
You know how much I'd love to eat a burrito? Right?
Oh, it sounds so
just
good.
A straight up bean burrito.
Remember that night in Mexico? Boy, how many great stories have started that way.
Oh,
remember that night? Remember that night in Mexico?
Actually, no, I don't.
Yeah. Remember that night in Mexico when we were hunting with Sonora's premier buddy Rudy down there, and Pepe was making bean burritos? How many bean burritos did you eat that night?
I think I ate 8.
You ate 8? That was the exact number. You ate 8?
I think I ate 8.
Bean burritos. You would roll them up, you put them in your mouth, and when you would almost be done with it, you would just take your finger at the end of it and go and just shove the rest of it in your mouth.
Just like a baby bird.
Yeah, but you were feeding 2 people.
I was.
Yeah, you had Charlie growing
on your forehead. There, too.
The biggest zit I've ever seen in my life.
That's zit.
We got it to go away by using Zeiss wipes.
Zeiss lens cleaning.
Yep.
Straight alcohol.
Straight alcohol
in the open wound.
Burned it out in a third world country.
Just
saved your life. I probably saved your life.
Probably did. I was going septic.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't have been surprised. Like, you couldn't even wear a hat normal anymore. You really couldn't.
I couldn't get it. I had it completely unbuttoned in the back. Just had to lay on my head sideways.
Poor Charlie. He'll come back. He'll probably come back somewhere else. Come back on your left butt cheeks. I'm afraid it's going to happen.
I think he's got a permanent residence down here, that little thing that's on my hip. That deal. I don't know. I don't know. I have to squeeze it every now and then.
Stop, bro.
Stuff kind of smells like rotten hamburger.
Dude, not. Are you freaking kidding me?
You want me to get you some?
Stop. I will fight you.
I will make you throw up. Give me the cough.
Is that the goal right now?
Give me the.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not.
What's good is there's nothing in there to throw up because we haven't eaten today.
That's right. We're on this stupid diet. Oh gosh. Okay. So,
what are we talking about?
Film degree.
Now we're back to a normal podcast.
Yeah.
This note stuff, I don't like it.
Well, just shut up and just play along, okay? All right. So I'm going to ask you some questions. Number one, being a film background, I would like for you to tell all the people that love the red panda. All right? Hurl, as we know you now.
Hurl the Indian red panda.
Hurl the Indian red panda.
How many more nicknames can a guy get?
What is your all-time favorite movie?
I hate that question so much.
Well, I don't care.
I hate that question so much.
You were sentenced to watch one movie.
I'd probably pick The Good, Bad, and the Ugly.
The Good, the Bad, the Ugly. Going with a Western.
Oh, of course. 100% it's going to be a Western.
Really?
100%, yeah.
That's your gig.
It's going to be a spaghetti Western. 100%.
Okay. All right.
That was my senior thesis.
I know it was. What was the name of your little spaghetti Western you guys did?
It was called Before Chaos.
Before Chaos.
That is actually on YouTube. We got a link to that. I could use some views.
Is it really?
Yes, it is.
Is it on Hurley Films?
Yes. It is on Hurley Films.
I've never watched it.
You've never seen it?
I've never seen it.
It's not that great. The
Perfect.
dialogue is horrific.
Okay.
Horrific.
I love this.
But it was fun. I mean,
how long is it?
It's 30 minutes.
Okay.
It's like 32.
I just don't waste an hour of my time, but I'll waste 30 minutes.
Yeah. It is it's the dialogue is I can't watch it anymore because the dialogue's just so cringeworthy. And you're not paying actors, you're student actors, and I'm just not. That's why I have Sonny.
Sonny, which we got.
I don't write dialogue.
In here.
I do not write dialogue.
Zoom Sonny in here. I said a Zoom Sonny.
Zoom Sonny.
Yeah, Zoom Sonny in here.
Zoom Sonny.
Okay. All right. So great answer. I mean, it's your opinion. You can say whatever you want.
Yeah.
What's the best action movie of all time?
I'm a Die Hard guy.
Are you really?
I like
Which
that.
one's the best?
The original one.
The first one. Is it a Christmas movie?
Yes.
You would
Is
say
it an action movie? Yes.
But it goes down as a Christmas movie.
It happens at Christmas.
Right. So, I mean, it's in there with the, well, that leads to another question.
Yeah.
What's the best Christmas movie of all time?
Oh, man. There's a lot of great Christmas movies. I really like... Okay, well...
Is your favorite Ernest Saves Christmas?
I'm not kidding. It was number 3.
Is it really? That was a total joke.
It's very nostalgic for me.
Okay.
Is it a good movie? No.
Okay.
Is it so
Ernest.
super nostalgic? Yes, it is.
Ernest.
Legitimate. There's so many Ernest.
Okay.
Ernest movies are... What do I always say to you?
I don't know.
You know what I mean, Vern?
Know what I mean, Vern? Hey, yeah, that is from...
You know what I mean, Vern?
You know what I mean, Vern?
That's an Ernest deal.
That is.
But yeah, so... only thing I can think of right now is Ernest Scared Stupid right now.
Oh my gosh.
That movie scarred Sonny Priest. That would be something to talk to him about if we ever got him on. But there's a movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger in it. It was one of my favorite Christmas movies. Jingle All the Way.
Jingle All the Way. Okay.
I like Jingle All the Way.
All right.
I like the actual Santa Claus movies. I think they're fun.
Okay.
And I like
the ones with Tim Allen?
Tim Allen ones.
Okay.
I also like Elf's just kind of a classic Christmas movie too. Die Hard is a good... If I'm feeling super nostalgic, we always used to watch Christmas Story with my dad. Every year around Christmas time.
Okay.
So that was always...
Yeah, that's nostalgic. I mean, that's one of those, it's a classic. You gotta watch Christmas
Story.
Story.
It's a Wonderful Life, Christmas Story, all those.
Okay.
You know, Christmas... I'm here. My big deal is I'm not very discriminative about watching a movie. Like, I'll watch about any movie.
My favorite Christmas movie
isn't about you. Remember, we're asking me questions.
Go ahead, Adam.
On to the next question, Brad.
No.
What is your favorite Christmas movie?
My favorite Christmas movie, number 1 is Christmas Vacation.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
That's solid gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should go sailing down no hill with nothing between my ground and my brain except for a piece of government plastic. You really think it matters, Eddie? Well, you remember that metal plate I had in my head? Well, I had to have it replaced because every time Catherine would rev up the microwave, I'd piss my pants and forget who I was for a half hour. So I could almost
I was going to say,
it's such a quote-worthy
It's the movie I've heard you quote more than any other movie.
I usually watch it every July as well.
Yeah.
Like I watch it twice a year, for sure, twice a year.
No, that's... We also used to watch that with my dad too.
It's a great movie. And then The Elf.
The Elf.
Yeah. That's a good
Elf
movie.
is a great movie.
My kids love Elf. It's just a good quality film.
It's one of my favorite lines is when he I do it almost every time.
You're an angry elf.
Yeah. When he burps, like a huge burp, and he's like, "Did you hear that?"
Oh yeah.
I do that like every time.
You do that every
I do
time.
that a lot.
And you also do it sometimes when you fart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hear that? That comes from Sterling, your feral child. That doesn't come from Elf for me.
Yeah, he does do that. He'll fart me like, "You hear that?
You hear that?
You hear that?"
You hear that?
All right. And so you're gonna go with Die Hard as your favorite action. How about comedy?
Favorite comedy movie. Watch it anytime. Laugh every time. It's probably Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, it's really hard, man.
It's.
How about this? Let's go top 5 comedies then. All right, so we got Dumb and Dumber. I'll agree with you. That's a number 1.
I can't think of any other ones right now. Like Dumb and Dumber is just Christmas Vacation. I've always held in the comedy category more than I did in the. So that kind of took one away there with the Christmas category. Vegas Vacation is also hysterical.
It is really good. That is one of my favorite scenes when they're at the.
Don't get cheap on me. I'll take some of the blue.
Is this right?
Yellow.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. And he switches the chicken and the beef. The bread pudding is extra runny tonight. Think of that casino where they're doing where they're playing paper rock scissors and pick a number.
Yeah,
just stupid, dude.
Changing 500.
How about this? How about you just you go buy a bullet and rent a gun? That's one of my favorite lines from that movie too. But when he's at the they're at the Hoover Dam and he's like, "I'll be your damn guy today."
Yeah,
and and he does that old bit. And,
oh yeah.
Oh man, just
that's a great one.
Cousin Eddie. Yeah, that's a great movie. I always have loved Happy Gilmore.
That's a great one. Yeah,
it's kind of nostalgic for me.
Happy Gilmore is very. My dad quotes that movie a lot.
Yeah, and then Tommy Boy is
I mean
pretty classic.
Tommy Boy, Black Sheep.
Black Sheep too. Black Sheep. I kind of almost those movies almost run together, like just extensions of one another.
Mm-hmm.
In a way, those are so great.
I love Planes, Trains, Automobiles.
Yeah.
I also love Great Outdoors.
Oh gosh, Great Outdoors.
So,
great movie.
It's I mean, there's comedies are hard because
they shoot that bear with the lamp.
It
makes him eat all that gristle on that 96-ounce steak.
You gotta eat the gristle.
That's right. We ain't getting this meal free.
Oh,
eat that
gosh.
Gristle. Oh man, so good. Okay. Those are all great choices.
Yeah, it's
on comedies.
Like I said, I'm not very discriminatory on the movies. Like I'll watch just about any movie. Like
okay. Well, that
one of my other favorite movies of all time, nostalgic wise, is
what's that?
A Goofy movie.
The Goofy movie?
A Goofy movie, not
a Goofy movie.
Yeah.
So okay. Hey, what's up? Did you steal my child?
No, I keep finding him.
He's in the house. He should be in the house.
Okay, the doorbell doesn't work.
Just go through. Oh well, yeah, it freaked out on us. He's watching his iPad.
Okay.
Just go in. Just go through the back door. He's there. You're awesome. All right, we'll cut that out. Where are we on the wide right there? There, you want to start here?
Yeah.
Okay. So, it kind of brings me to our next. So the Goofy movie for you.
Yeah.
It's an interesting choice.
Very nostalgic.
Okay.
Very nostalgic.
I had a weird moment with the movie Fantasia.
I didn't like the movie Fantasia.
No, I didn't either. But I'll tell you what happened. I'd watched it when I was a little kid.
Uh-huh.
And right after watching it, I got a really high fever. Like, I started hallucinating high fever.
Oh, so you went full Fantasia mushroom experience.
I went full Fantasia mushroom experience thanks to the flu or
Thanks
whatever
to
the disease
your body
was when I was
decided
like
to,
7.
Yeah.
Okay. And what I distinctively remember is I was laying in bed and I could see down the hallway. And there was a giant ball of manure because apparently I had also watched some Discovery Channel on dung beetles.
Yeah.
And those giant balls of poop that they roll around. I just probably watched, some of that. Because I'd been sick for a couple days, so all I did was just lay around, just didn't feel good, and just watch TV. So I watched a little Discovery Channel, Nat Geo type stuff. And then I watched Fantasia. And there was a giant ball of poop in the hallway, like cattle.
Doo-doo ball.
Like doo-doo ball in the hallway. And it was being pushed by the brooms from Fantasia. down the hallway.
Was Mickey in there? Like
Mickey was not in there.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
No Mickey, but I legit can still to this day see it.
Oh my gosh.
Because it was so real, because I was straight tripping.
You were full psychedelic mushroom fantasia experience.
Straight tripping, bud.
Wow.
Full blown. Okay.
Mm.
What a
What
weirdo movie, man.
It really, it's like they needed a movie to put some cool music.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. All right, so I'm going to ask you now
Okay.
to rate your thoughts on some films. And I've
Okay.
made just a list of randomness, okay?
Okay.
Castaway.
Like what's our scale? Like
Are you? I say on a, let's go scale of 1 to 10.
Okay.
How would you rate the movie Castaway?
Just straight up from no perspective on it, just general rating.
I mean, you have to have a perspective on it because you've watched it.
Well, no, yeah. I meant like, is it from an actor standpoint or director standpoint, or it's just a moviegoer's standpoint?
Moviegoer standpoint.
From the Adam Carter movie-going standpoint, I would give Castaway an 8.
Wow.
I love Castaway.
You loved it. So, that's a debate in my house.
I loved the movie Castaway.
My wife hates the movie Castaway.
Mm-hmm.
Hates it.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, it's garbage. It's a complete waste of time, which sparked a little bit of conversation because my kids love movies.
Mm-hmm.
My 2 older kids love movies.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, well, we want to watch it now.
Yeah.
You say it's trash. And I was like, Castaway's a great movie.
Yeah.
I enjoy Castaway. So guess what we did last week?
You watched Castaway.
And we started it when my wife wasn't in the living room.
Uh-huh.
And then she comes in the living room and she's like, are you freaking kidding me?
You were recruiting.
I was. And guess what? Everybody loved it.
Because not only from a movie standpoint, it's a great movie, great storyline, great arc, great
All the things.
all of the things, but it is an
Okay.
acting from a filmmaking standpoint.
Well, what he went through to be able to do the film, right? Because
What
he
he went
lost
through
all
to do
that
the
weight, grew a freaking beard.
His supporting character was a volleyball.
Yeah. Wilson!
Yeah.
Wilson!
No, great movie. Great movie, great
Okay.
story.
It's a true story. It's based on a true story.
I actually didn't know that.
Did you not know that?
I don't know why I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's based on a true story.
Yeah, I didn't
I'm
know
like
that.
pretty sure.
I didn't know that.
I think so.
We'll have to
You know
look
who I
that up
really
later.
ended up not liking in that movie? Helen Hunt.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's like she kisses him. She's like, "You're the love of my life," and like
Yeah.
he puts her in the car, and she's like, "I can't," drive back up the driveway, and he drops her off. It's
Mhm.
depressing ending to that movie, but
Mhm.
it's a true story. All right, I got another
It is
one
what
for
it is.
you. Waterworld.
Oh,
Kevin
gosh.
Costner, one of the most expensive movies ever made.
Waterworld. Waterworld's a solid 5 for me.
Okay.
Waterworld's a solid 5. It's one of those, I'm entertained,
Okay.
but I ain't writing home about it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I got
Man, it's been
another one.
a while since that's up there with like Thunderdome and
Oh yeah, it's way back. That's a wild one.
the OG Mad Max.
Which you're a big fan of.
I love the OG Mad Maxes. Yeah.
I got another one for you. We've already talked about it. Tommy Boy.
Tommy Boy is an easy 8 as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm writing this down. Like this is like for a
Taking-
research paper, but
taking
I'm
notes.
writing them all down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write down all your
Yeah.
answers.
Tommy Boy is an easy 8. Great
movie.
comedy.
Oh,
But production value wise, they didn't have a very big budget.
and was that the Farley brothers doing that? I mean, who was that? Who did that?
I don't remember who the director was or anything, but I mean, it was David Spade and Chris Farley. And
Oh yeah.
Then,
Those two duos together, just like fat guy in a little coat.
you know, that fat guy in a little coat actually was from them working at SNL, and they ad-libbed that whole part.
Really?
They actually were looking for a way to write.
Remember when SNL was good?
Yeah, it's
Also
crap
when
now.
MTV was good.
Yeah, no, they ad-libbed that while they were together on SNL, and they always wanted to figure out a way to work it in, because when they would get stumped writing,
Mm-hmm.
like Chris Farley would go over and do fat guy in a little coat, and David Spade would be like, "You're an idiot, quit, stop," and then they ended up putting it in a movie. Yeah.
So good. Goonies.
Oh man, this is gonna make a lot of people mad.
Oh, are you about to? Are you about to?
Okay, hold on. Adam's rating from my subjectivity.
Okay.
Goonies is a 3.
Oh my gosh.
I can see from the standpoint of an appreciation standpoint, it's
I can't
probably
wait to see where this stands at the end.
a lot of people probably love that movie. I just don't like the movie.
Okay.
It's up there. I don't like Gremlins either.
Okay. All
I
right.
don't
What
like-
would you? We'll just throw Gremlins in. What do you rate Gremlins?
Gremlins is a 3.
Yeah. Man.
It's I'm just not a. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know why. I never bought into the deal. Never Ending Story is like a -10. Did you ever see that movie?
Are you serious?
I hate that movie. I hate.
All right, we're done.
Hate.
That was Are you serious?
I hate that movie.
The Never-Ending Story.
Hate it.
Why?
Hate it.
Why do you hate it?
Don't know. Can't tell you other than I hate it. Hate the song. Hate the movie.
Story.
Hate it all. Don't like it. Never have. Never will.
Man.
But I don't know why.
Was it the turtle snot that got you?
Maybe. I mean, I was pretty little when those movies were out.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched all those movies probably when I was under 8. So some of them probably freaked me out pretty good or something.
Maybe that's what it was. That was a great movie. I watched that movie a million times as a kid.
Yeah.
I forgot about it. You just reminded me of that movie.
Yeah. No.
I'm gonna.
I
watch
guarantee
it
your
soon.
kids probably would hate that movie.
We'll see.
They'll probably hate it.
We'll see.
Yeah.
All right. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Bill and Ted. Bill and Ted is like a 7 for me.
Wow. Okay.
It's not a super high number, but it's a good movie. Did you see the newest one?
No, I didn't see the new
It's crap.
one. Okay, I won't see it.
It's horrible.
All right.
Absolutely horrible.
I'll remember to not watch that one. Okay, I got another one for you. Wayne's World.
Wayne's World is like a 7 out of 10 for me.
Is
too.
it a 7? See,
Yeah.
I got to give it an 8.
Yeah, it
myself,
would be
it
a
was
7
me.
out of 10. That for me, Wayne's World is, yeah, definitely 7 too.
There's some great lines in Wayne's World.
There's a lot of great lines.
I love Chris Farley's character in it. He's not in it very much,
Yeah,
but he's trying to try out for that roadie, and they have a rope tied to that mic stand. They pull it down, and they're shooting tennis balls.
yeah.
And he just can't. Like, he's struggling to get it back up, and he's like, "Why are you even here?" And he's like, "Because I got no other place to go,
Yeah.
man." It's a great line. And then the line where they got that guy older guy that trying to help him pull off this concert, and he's talking about being on tour with Ozzy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he does. I got that. I know that whole thing by heart.
yeah.
Like, we was on tour with Ozzy Osbourne, and he wouldn't go on stage until he had 1,000 brown M&Ms in a brandy glass.
Yeah.
Well, me and Rip Taylor, found an all-night candy shop out on the edge of town, and we got there, and it was closed. Well, we ended up breaking into the candy shop, and instead of having a guard dog, they had a blooming Bengal tiger. Well, we managed to take out the tiger with a can of mace, but the storekeeper and his son were a completely different story altogether. We had to beat them to death with their own shoes. But we got the 1,000 brown M&Ms, and Ozzy went on stage and performed a great show.
Just the wellspring of things that are beneficial to have in your brain. Just
I have
rattling
that
around there.
locked in, and you know what? I randomly used that. So Wayne's World was a 7 out of 10.
Uh-huh.
What about Wayne's World 2?
I did not. No, I'm not a huge sequel guy.
Okay.
Sequels, I can think of. I can think of maybe 2 sequels that I actually like better than the original.
Okay. That brings me to another little sidetrack.
All right, we'll move on from that one then.
All right. So what's your rating on it?
On the second one,
Yeah.
it's like a 4 or a 3.
It's better than Goonies? You're going to give it Wayne's World 2 is better than Goonies?
I hate Goonies. I was being generous with the 3. I was just trying to be nice to some people out there. I do not like Goonies.
Okay. All right.
Do not.
Sandlot.
Sandlot is like an 8 or a 9.
Which is it?
Sandlot.
8.5? You want to go 8.5?
Sandlot, we'll go 8.5. That's
All right.
yeah. You know what? Give it a 9.
Ooh.
Sandlot is a classic of classics.
It's a great movie.
It's a classic of classics.
It's a great movie.
Classic of classics.
What's the lifeguard's name?
I don't remember.
How do you not know?
I don't remember things like that in the movie.
Peppercorn.
I just don't remember anything like that. I can tell you the story of it, but I just don't remember. Too many concussions have happened.
I've had more than you.
How many have you had?
6.
Yeah, we're tied.
Okay. Maybe I've had more, actually. I don't
Mine
know.
were all really close together. Maybe that's
Mine were pretty close together, too. They were all within about a 2.5-year window.
Yes, there you go.
All right. So, Sandlot, 9 out of 10. That's the highest rated movie so far for you.
Yeah.
Well, besides you saying your favorite, I mean, you're going to give the good, the bad, the ugly. You're going to give that, what is that, a 10 out of 10?
I would, yeah, if there was going to be a 10 out of 10, it'd be that one for me.
I put this one in for some nostalgic for you. It's a little background. Children of the Corn. Since you
Children of the Corn is an awful movie.
Is it your direct? Is it you grew up under you studied under?
Yeah, well, the thing about Children, you're talking cult classics at this point. You know,
okay.
Like those Children of the Corn is a movie that you love or you hate.
Okay.
I wasn't a big fan of it personally, but that's just me. I mean, I appreciate it for its value that it added to the film development of the film world.
All right. So, what's your rating?
I would give it a solid 3.
Okay.
A solid 3. I'm also not a horror movie guy.
Okay.
Do not like horror movies.
Don't like scary movies.
No, not a big horror movie guy.
I thought you would go and watch scary movies. Like you and Casey would go watch scary movies every once in a while.
She would
like,
take me to go watch a scary movie.
Okay.
And
That's
I would
different.
oblige her.
You know the only time I watch scary movies? When I'm home alone.
I
don't know why.
Yeah.
But I'll be like, okay, what? You know.
Yeah.
I've seen this.
Scary movies in the sense.
I've heard about that movie, The Ring.
Yeah.
I'm home alone. I'm going to watch this by myself.
I'm out.
I'm out on that. What's that one where the people are locked in? You know, you got to figure out how to get out of that.
Saw
movies.
Yeah.
It's disturbing. Okay. How about the movie Orange County? Have you seen Orange County?
Jack
Black.
Is that Jack Black?
Yeah, Jack Black.
I don't remember
Tom
anything
Hanks.
about it.
So many great one-liners.
Yeah, I don't remember anything about it, but I've seen it. It's been so long.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even know what to give it because I haven't seen it in so long.
One of my favorites, Jack Black's character is so good in that movie. He's the just worthless brother, older brother, and he's like, I need you to check the mail and see if there's a letter for Stanford from him.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Do I have to turn on your computer?
I remember.
No,
that.
I need you to go to the front door. Yeah. And he's like stumbling around, and he's like, you owe me big time, buddy. You know, that's such a great line in there from that movie. There's some good ones, man, where they burn down the student administration building on campus at Stanford. And Jack Black standing there in his underwear, and Ben Stiller's a firefighter. He makes just a cameo in it. You know, walks up, and he's like, excuse me, sir, were you in the building when that building caught fire? And he's like, no, sir, not me. Not at all. And he's like, well, that woman over there says you were in the building. He's like, that woman over there? Yeah, she's a liar. Okay, so don't believe anything she says. And he's like, why are your pants off? And he's standing just whitey-tighties.
Yeah.
He's like, it's because when I was in the building, and I tripped, and I got smoke, and I had to take my pants off so I could run faster to escape the flames. And anyway, he's like, so you and the woman were in the building? And he's like, yeah, man, I was in there. And she was like, I hate my job. I'm going to burn this mother down. And I was like, you better not. You better not. He's like, she says an electrical fire.
Yeah,
it's
I
totally
remember.
electric.
I remember it now.
You remember it now?
It's coming back.
All
It's
right.
coming back.
So what are you going to give Orange County?
I mean, it's probably like a 5 because I don't remember anything about it.
Okay, it didn't stand out to you.
Yeah, it didn't stick. It was entertaining. 5 is like, I was entertained.
All right, I got a great one.
Okay.
Judge Dredd.
Judge Dredd. Golly, I don't talk about one I definitely don't remember. That's going to be, though, more in the, I'd say 6.
Okay.
I'd say a 6 on Judge
All
Dredd.
right.
Slightly
Was it
better.
Wesley Snipes?
Yeah,
His
slightly
role in
better
it
than
that put it over
entertaining
the
for
top?
me. Yeah.
Okay. All
Slightly
right.
better than entertaining.
I got a great one. I mean, this is Pure Country with George Strait.
What?
Pure Country.
What? No, I've never seen that in my life.
You haven't seen Pure Country?
No, I have not seen Pure Country with George Strait. No.
No, it's not like a George Strait story. He's an actor in it.
Yeah, I know, but I haven't seen Pure Country.
Really?
I have not seen it. No.
There's a great line in it.
I feel like
That's
all
used-
these movies were established based off what kind of lines you could pull out.
Well, there's a line where we're talking about chicken poop,
Uh-huh.
and this old man says, "You know the little white speck in chicken poop?
Uh-huh. What about it?
It's still chicken poop. It might look a little bit different, but guess what? It still is. You know what I mean? Great line. It's a great line. Live by that motto. All right, so you can't rate that one.
No.
All right, so we're gonna go with some Pixar.
Okay.
The original Cars movie.
Original Cars movie. Oh, man, there's a lot of nostalgia attached to these movies with children.
Yeah. I watched it every day, 6
Yeah.
times a day with Matthias.
Yeah. I mean, it's a great movie. Most Pixar movies are going to come in the 7 to 9 range.
All right, so what are you giving it?
So I would say Cars is probably an 8, 7
Okay.
or 8. Let's go 7.
Okay, 7. What about Cars 2?
Cars 2 is
You don't like
a
sequels?
6.
All right. What about Cars 3?
This Car 3 is like a 2.
It's bad, isn't it?
It's really bad.
It's not good.
It's really bad.
Okay.
It's really bad.
I can't blame you on that.
Do not recommend.
All right.
Weak. There's a lot of really great movies that are left off this list. Can you not read your own handwriting?
No, I couldn't read my handwriting. I switched gears.
Okay.
All right. We kind of went with some 80s.
Yeah, we've gone 90s, then back to 80s,
Mm-hmm.
and now
then we
we're
jumped to the
to
2000s.
Yeah.
All right. So that brings me to this next. We'll go with some movies in a second.
Okay.
But I need to know who wins a fight
Okay.
between Steven Seagal and Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Jean-Claude Van Damme all day.
What?
All day long.
No.
All day long.
No.
No competition.
Really? It's
No
not even.
competition.
It's not even a good fight.
He's just got to run for about 10 minutes, and Steven Seagal he'll have a heart attack and die.
Not today, Steven Seagal. I'm talking like Under Siege, Steven Seagal.
Okay. I think I would still take Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Ah.
I still think I would.
Where are they fighting at? An industrial kitchen?
Wherever you
If it's
want.
an industrial kitchen, it's Steven Seagal because he just improvises with all the things around him. You know what I mean? And he's putting a pool ball in a handkerchief and just beating the crap out of everybody. You know what I mean?
That's really close to batteries and a prison sock.
Yeah, it is. What are you feeling? You know what I mean?
Oh, no. I don't.
So you're just
Wherever you want to go, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
okay. All right.
Speed factor. I'm taking speed factor. I mean, the improvisation is there, but I'm taking the old Jean.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
that's what I'm doing.
Sounds great. How about moving on to some movies here? Independence Day.
Oh gosh, that's an 8.
That's an 8. It's a great movie.
If you don't like
What
that,
about the speech at the end?
Yeah, you might be Al Qaeda if you don't like that one.
Well, with current culture, let's go with Taliban.
Taliban, yeah.
With the current climate change happening.
It could be any of it at this point.
Yeah. All right, so it's a great movie.
It's a good
great
movie.
One
Can't
of
never
my
take our
favorites.
You can.
You might take. How's it go?
It's I just confused it really
She'll never
hardcore with
take my
Braveheart. Braveheart, I just confused it.
You really did.
I really hit it hard on the.
What about Braveheart?
They'll never take our independence day is the line. I was going to say you can never take our freedom, but that's Braveheart.
That's Braveheart. What about Braveheart?
We can take our lives,
but you'll never take our freedom.
Yeah. No, there's definitely Braveheart's also going to be an 8.
What about The Patriot?
Patriot's going to be an 8.
Oh, man, it's vicious.
It's vicious. I mean, you got Patriot in there, like Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, God. Saving Private Ryan.
That's maybe a 9 for me.
Saving Private Ryan is a 9.
There's a lot of other ones that didn't get on that list. Tombstone.
Okay.
Tombstone for me is
I haven't made it that, but Tombstone's my favorite movie of all time.
Yeah, Tombstone is a solid 9.
I agree, 100%.
Solid 9.
Okay. Shawshank Redemption.
Shawshank's is like an 8.
An 8?
Yeah.
Okay. I almost feel like it got overplayed.
It got really it actually was contrary to that. They thought that movie did absolutely horrific in the box office.
Did it really?
Train wreck.
Really?
In the box office.
But did great outside of it, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
What about The Green Mile?
The Green Mile's pretty hokey for me.
Really?
Green Mile's probably like a 6.
Okay.
A little better than entertaining.
Give you a nickel for that moon pie. That's a great line. All right. How about Spaceballs?
Spaceballs. Oh my gosh, and that's like up there with like Spinal Tap.
Okay.
Did you see Spinal Tap?
I haven't seen Spinal Tap.
These ones go to 11.
I haven't seen Spinal Tap.
Yeah, Spinal Tap's a great movie.
The airplane movies?
Huh?
Airplane?
No. What about it?
I'm just saying,
the airplane movies?
The airplane movies?
Airplane movies. I mean, that's up in there in the earnest world. Like, I don't know if I can rate those, but I'll watch any of them any day of the week.
Oh, I know, right?
Any day
We
of
got
the
to get
week.
this man to a hospital. What is it? It's a large building with windows. But that's not important now.
Yeah, no. Any day of the week, I can't
Billy,
rate
have you ever
them, but-
seen the inside of a Turkish prison camp? Billy, have you ever seen a grown man naked?
There's
just-
so many.
It's just ridiculous.
It's
It's out of control.
what's the Naked Gun movies?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, all of those are just.
I mean, they're all 3s, but you watch them.
Yeah, I'm not gonna turn away from the train wreck that I'm watching.
I know.
Did you ever watch a movie called Major Payne?
Welcome to the House of Pain.
Yeah, that's
1 tubby, 2 tubby,
yeah.
3. Oh, there's
That-
some great lines in
Yeah.
Major Pain.
Yeah.
I forgot about that movie.
There's all of the 90s movies for me. I mean,
oh yeah,
we
that
could-
was just like that was like the heyday of
Bushwhacked.
comedy.
Bushwhacked, the movie Bushwhacked,
Oh yeah, I remember Bushwhacked.
where he goes on the Scouts deal.
Oh
and
yeah. Oh,
he takes the.
that's classic.
There's so many 90s movies that I wish my kids would watch with me, and they like always get about 5 minutes in it, like, this is stupid.
Yeah.
You're stupid.
Well, guess what? Your kids are stupid.
Yeah,
That's
they
what
are
you tell
stupid.
them. Like, you're dumb.
It's like, you're dumb. You need to know how to be entertained.
All right, I got one more movie that I want you
Okay.
to rate.
Okay.
It's a movie called Hollis.
Oh God. Can we go in the negatives?
Was the producer? What's your official title of Hollis?
How many of them?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
How many? Producer, had key grip. I was a gaffer a couple days. I did some sound engineering. I did some post sound engineering. I think I did some makeup every now and then. There was a few things that were done in that film.
Gotcha. So, honestly, what do you rate Hollis?
Hollis, I don't think you can rate your own movies.
Okay.
Because all I have for it is disdain because of how much I've seen that movie
A million times.
a bajillion times.
It just kind of makes you sick
Yeah.
a little bit. You know, you see
Yeah.
it so much. No, I can understand that.
So it's hard.
I would say I would give Hollis, if you pull me out of it, it's a 4, but with me in it's a solid 8.
Solid 8.
It's a solid 8.
Oh
You know what I mean?
gosh.
With Brad in it.
Oh man.
You know,
that is the most
'cause
generous rating Hollis has ever received.
just because, I mean, my part, just backbone of the film. We've talked
I
about
mean,
it.
if we cut you out, there's an eighth of the movie gone.
Really, that's the truth. What I have like a third or fourth most
Third
speaking,
most or something like that.
third or
Yeah.
fourth most speaking lines, and I'm only on the screen like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
But there's some other things that I do in the film that people don't realize.
You shake some hands.
I shake some hands and I lock a door
Yeah.
in the background of.
How many times do you have to do that?
That was stupid. We did it like 23, 24 shots.
Oh yeah.
That one scene, and I had to do it over in the heat, and it sucked.
Yeah.
All right. So, what about trilogies?
Filmmaking
Trilogies.
trilogies.
Best trilogy.
Best trilogy. It's probably gonna be Lord of the Rings for me.
Okay. More than Star Wars.
Yeah, because I like Lord of the Rings better than I do the original Star Wars.
I hate Star Wars.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of Star Wars.
Yeah.
But I would say Lord of the Rings for me too, and then The Matrix was.
Matrix. For me, it goes Lord of the Rings, then probably Matrix and Star Wars they're probably both
Pretty equal.
yeah, for me they
Okay.
are. Yeah.
Adam, we did this for an hour.
talking about movies.
I know, it's great, though.
Gosh, and we left so many out.
I know.
Yeah.
Maybe there'll eventually be a part 2 to this.
Yeah. If people can, if there's a way to comment on a podcast, they can comment about their favorite movie.
Yeah. I feel you.
On YouTube, they can, I guess.
They can. They
Yeah.
can. Well, they can always email us. They can go to finaldescentoutdoors.com, send us an email.
They can.
Let us know what your... Yeah, I'd love to hear everybody's, like, top 5 movies of all time.
That is such a hard... Like, anytime somebody...
Well, it's just subjective, and which is fine. Like, I can't argue with what you think is a great movie. Like, you gave Goonies a 3.
I did.
You know?
I'm proud of it.
What would you give Tombstone, my favorite movie?
Tombstone is like a 9 or a 10. Like, Tombstone...
Like you're in that...
Yeah.
Did you know I learned the other day that he doesn't say, I'll be your Huckleberry?
Yeah.
That's not real.
Yeah. It's not.
That's not what he says.
Mm-mm. I can't remember what he says.
Hucklebearer.
Huckleberry.
Because on the caskets, there's a huckle that
Oh.
held the handles.
I'll be your...
Hucklebearer.
Hucklebearer.
I'll
pallbearer, basically?
I'll be your pallbearer. That's what he said to him.
Hmm.
Isn't that great?
There's so many... The Western category I could go on for a while.
I know. Adam, I appreciate your friendship. I appreciate your friendship, and I think it's so important to have great quality friendships as we kind of wrap in and add a little spiritual
aspect of it.
I'm so thankful for you, and the fact that we can share opinions on movies, but man, we can sit and talk about the faith aspect, and we do that. Yesterday, I was in a pit.
Oh yeah.
And I called you yesterday.
Uh-huh.
And I just got, my plate was full, and I was overwhelmed, and I griped and complained for about 30 minutes on the phone.
Uh-huh.
And then what did you say?
I said, you done?
Yeah, are you done? And you said, let me pray for you.
Yeah, got to give it to the Lord for you.
Yeah, and because that, in the moment, nobody wants to hear, just give it to the Lord.
Yeah.
Just give it to the
No
Lord.
one
I don't
wants
want
to
your
hear.
Sunday school answer.
Yeah.
I know that that's what I need to do, and you said, I'm not going to tell you to give it to the Lord. I'm just going to help you do it. Let's
I'm just
pray.
going to take it there for you.
And you prayed for me, and here I am. I'm still alive.
Still
I
alive.
survived it.
Out of the pit.
Out of the pit, doing well.
Out of the pit. We need each other.
We do need one another.
Everybody, we
Yeah.
all need each other.
Quarter 3 strands is not quickly
Not
broken.
quickly or easily.
Ecclesiastes
Mm-hmm.
chapter 3, verse 9, I think. 9
Yeah.
through 12. Anyway, Adam, where can people find you?
You guys can find me on Hurley Films. Apparently, I may be watching my capstone project. Maybe
Okay.
on Hurley Films on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, we got to link that up.
And I'm all over them. Hurley Films, HearlyFilms.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. You can find Final Descent Outdoors. You can visit our website, finaldescentoutdoors.com. You can order some of this merch that me and Adam are rocking here.
Uh-huh.
FDO hats, hoodies, T-shirts, all that good stuff.
Check out the show.
Check out the show, Final Descent Outdoors, if you haven't ever tuned in and watched us. It's entertaining hunting.
Mm-hmm.
And you can find us on Facebook at Final Descent Outdoors. You can find us on Instagram at FD Outdoors, Twitter at FD Outdoors, and you can find us on TikTok at @BradClay_Final Descent. And guess what?
What?
I've gained 2,000 followers.
On the TikToks?
I'm back. Lost 41,000 when they banned me. We're back into the thousands.
We're back.
We're heading in the right direction.
That's
Guys,
good.
thanks for listening. We'll catch you next week.
We ran out of music.
Yeah, we did. It's got to be over now.
Oh, well, I haven't faded to black yet.
We got other things to do, Adam.
Okay, well, all right then. We'll just do it that way.
Bye.